Believe it or not, Hollywood A-listers do actually eat. In fact, some actresses have eating habits that sit comfortably on the normal end of the spectrum, while others are a bit more eccentric. Time to find out what Hollywood stars really like to eat. As you probably already know, Julia Roberts is one of Hollywood's biggest stars. She won an Academy Award for her performance in the 2000 drama Erin Brockovich, and she's starred in films as wide-ranging as Pretty Woman, Notting Hill, Ocean's 11, and Eat, Pray, Love. In 2017, Roberts told People magazine that she begins her day with a full breakfast, which usually consists of sourdough toast, avocado, eggs, fruit, and coffee. Then she enjoys a light lunch and a dinner that's healthy and high in protein. Think salmon, avocado, and brown rice with a glass of wine on the side. She also admits to a fondness for pasta, wondering aloud, why is everybody scared of pasta? Pasta never did anything to you. Don't be mean to pasta. Oh, and Roberts also makes a point to mention, I love a good cookie. Don't we all? Angelina Jolie might just be the most famous actress on the planet, thanks to her iconic performances in films like Lara Croft Tomb Raider, Girl Interrupted, and Changeling, to name just a few. Heck, just look at her here in Salt, acting up a storm.
Call Protective Services and make sure they find my husband.
Where you going?
I need to get to the phone.
No. Not after the neural scan.
And if the stories are true, her diet is rather extreme, to say the least. In 2014, Marie Claire reported that Jolie's lean shape has come under scrutiny in the past after it was rumored she was surviving on as little as 600 calories a day. She reportedly prefers high-protein foods like lean steak, cereal, and protein shakes. She's also been known to snack on ancient grains, which consist of chia seeds, quinoa, spelt, millet, and buckwheat. Meanwhile, a shadowy source once told the National Enquirer, Angelina has been known to start her day with little more than a spoonful of coconut oil and a handful of cereal. How deliciously scandalous. Emma Watson needs no introduction. Best known for her recurring lead role as Hermione Granger in the Harry Potter series, she's appeared in highly acclaimed films like The Perks of Being a Wallflower, This Is the End, and the live-action remake of Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Meanwhile, she's a UN Women Goodwill Ambassador who campaigns for gender equality around the world. According to Shape, she eats a healthy diet, avoiding junk food and other overly processed foods for more nutritious eats like whole grains, lean proteins, and unsaturated fats. As Business Insider reports, she also has a preference for Mexican food, loves gin and tonics, and has a weakness for Nutella. So, there you have it. Jennifer Lawrence is one of the most prolific actresses working today, having appeared in X-Men First Class, The Hunger Games saga, Passengers, and many other high-profile films. In 2013, she won the Best Actress Academy Award for Silver Linings Playbook, and rightly so.
You are afraid to be alive. You are afraid to live.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's love for junk food has been well documented. In recent years, she's admitted to a fondness for McDonald's fries, Cool Ranch Doritos, and pizza. Seriously, she really loves pizza. But make sure you've actually ordered the pizza before she tries picking it up.
We get there, and the pizza has not even been yet ordered.
Oh yeah, we get there, and I'm like, where's the pizza?
An immensely talented actress, Jessica Chastain has starred in high-profile films like The Huntsman, The Debt, Mama, and The Tree of Life, and that's to say nothing of her remarkable performance in It Chapter 2. She's also an outspoken vegan. As she told the Daily Telegraph in 2014, I was a vegetarian who ate fish, so I was a pescatarian for 15 years. So what changed exactly? In 2017, she told W Magazine, I love cheese and shellfish. I mean, I've always had some problems, like my cholesterol was very high, and the doctor wanted to put me on medicine. I was in my 20s, and I thought, I don't want to start taking cholesterol pills. So she took on a subscription to a vegan food delivery program that her friend wasn't using, and it sounds like it really worked for her. She told W Magazine, my vegan diet has given me more energy than I've ever had in my life. She says the diet improved her skin, too. There's only one downside. Her vegan diet has been known to offend her Italian in-laws.
In the very beginning, Gianluca would tell him, oh, I'm sorry, I can't eat that. And she would say, no problem, we have fish.
Oh, yeah, right.
Naomi Watts has enjoyed a stellar career in film and television. She's worked with David Lynch on multiple occasions, starring in his masterfully mind-bending film Mulholland Drive and appearing in the inscrutable third season of Twin Peaks. She's also taken on roles in films like The Ring, King Kong, and The Impossible. And then there's this unforgettable performance.
Tonight I'll be eating a chicken Biggie snack pack from Biggie Smalls in Collingwood.
In order to stay in shape for the red carpet, Watts maintains a strict diet and exercise regime before and during awards season. But once it's all over, it's open season as far as eating is concerned. She loves to eat out and refuses to deny herself food just for the sake of staying in shape. As she explained to People, "I'm not going to go to Paris and push a salad around my plate. I'm going to Paris to have bread and treats and good wine."
Tonight I'll be eating a cheeses sandwich, fries and pickled cucumber from Butter in Surrey Hills.
Reese Witherspoon certainly needs no introduction. Her credits include such hit films as Legally Blonde, Election, and Walk the Line. In recent years, she's been lighting up the small screen in shows like Big Little Lies and The Morning Show, serving as an executive producer on both shows.
Well, I don't need to lie to myself about the quality of the show that you've been producing for 15 years.
And here's some breaking news for you. According to Business Insider, Witherspoon is quite the fan of fried chicken, which makes sense considering her Louisiana roots. She's also quite fond of frozen desserts and fruit, which she snacks on during the day. Smoothies, fruit tea punch, and coffee are among her favorite drinks. Witherspoon avoids crash diets, but meals tend to be on the small side with snacks in between. Alcohol is reportedly a rare treat. Oh, and she exercises 6 times a week to work off the calories. Megan Fox became a household name after starring in the first 2 installments of Michael Bay's Transformers franchise. She's also appeared in the 2014 superhero film Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and its sequel, the 2009 black comedy Jennifer's Body, and the 2012 comedy The Dictator. Fox follows what's known as a raw foods diet. Essentially, this means eating raw and vegan food, including a high intake of superfoods and grains, all while cutting out processed food, meat, and anything that's high in saturated fat. Fox still eats 5 times a day, however, she takes fish oil and silica supplements to complement her eating habits. No, the diet doesn't exactly sound like a whole lot of fun, but it's certainly going to keep you looking slim and feeling healthy. Amy Adams has played a wide range of characters, from a fairy tale princess in Enchanted to a deeply troubled alcoholic journalist in Sharp Objects. Meanwhile, in Julie and Julia, she played a food blogger who decides to try cooking all of Julia Child's recipes. But what's Adams' diet like in real life? As she told Access Hollywood in 2009, her role in Julie and Julia made her fall in love with food all over again. In fact, she proudly announced, "I have completely reintroduced butter into my diet. I now cook my eggs with butter, and it is just really, really good." It sounds like she's not really into dieting. She opened up about Hollywood's unrealistic beauty standards in 2013, telling Allure magazine, "Some of these actresses are public personas who are very public about their disciplined diets. More power to them. I just don't see the point. Do you know the people I love as actresses, I've never ever sought out pictures of them to see what they look like in a swimsuit." And it sounds like she switches up her diet depending on what role she's playing. A makeup artist told Cosmopolitan that she really went the extra mile when preparing for Sharp Objects.
Can you have her go wait in the car? Emma, can you just wait in the car?
She drank a ton of coffee and consumed enough sodium to make her face look puffy. Oh, and she averaged about 20 non-alcoholic O'Douls every day. That's showing some serious dedication to your craft, but perhaps it's not the best long-term diet. Ever sat on the sofa eating ice cream and wondered how Scarlett Johansson stays so fit? We certainly have. Here's what we know. Her personal trainer Eric Johnson told Harper's Bazaar all about her Black Widow prep. It involved a lot of fasting, usually for 12 hours each day, but sometimes for as long as 15 hours a day. Meanwhile, she was carb cycling, which means what she ate depended largely on that day's training. As Johnson explained, she cycled through days of high carbohydrates and low fat consumption versus low carbohydrates and higher fat while maintaining protein intake. In fact, Eric has a brother named Ryan who also trains Johansson, and both siblings recommend that she eat dark chocolate before each workout. Why? Is it because it's so delicious? Well, according to Business Insider, the brothers say that good quality dark chocolate, ideally at least 70% cacao, has been proven to release endorphins that make us feel good. According to Well Plus Good, Johansson is mostly vegan. She eats a lot of tofu, lean proteins, and salads. But that's not to say she completely abstains from the fun stuff. As she told stylist, "I like to cook, major baker. Yeah, this past summer I got into vegan baking, so I was baking up a storm. Breads, cakes, muffins. I love to bake." Emma Stone is one of Hollywood's youngest A-listers, and she starred in more than a few blockbusters in the last decade or so. There's Zombieland and its sequel, Zombieland 2 Double Tap. Then there's The Amazing Spider-Man, and of course, La La Land, a film performance that earned her an Oscar. And to think she accomplished all this before hitting the age of 30. Stone's approach to food is best described as liberal. She's spoken openly about her distaste for exercise and believes it's wrong to deprive yourself of good food.
What's your favorite thing to eat?
French fries and Brussels sprouts, not necessarily at the same time.
To that end, she once confessed to S Magazine, "I do have that thing of, oh my god, I'm disgusting. I ate a huge Wagamama lunch, the whole yakisoba, and I feel so fat, but I'm still gonna eat that stuff. And you know what? You can get nice, loose clothes that cover it all up." We can respect that. Margot Robbie might be one of Hollywood's most versatile actresses, and her diet and exercise routine is pretty versatile too. In 2015, she told Emirates Woman, "I'm not good at doing moderation. I get miserable if I don't eat. I can't just have a salad every day and half a glass of wine every second day. I can't do it." She went on to admit, "I don't have a very good diet. I love beer, fries, burgers, but if I have to go get in a bikini, then I'll eat carrot sticks for 3 days. I'm one extreme or the other." As Harper's Bazaar reports, staying in shape means lots of workouts. While training to play Tanya Harding in I, Tanya, she'd do 100 sit-ups a day. And when she's training, she doesn't consume any saturated fat, fast food, or sugar-heavy drinks. Instead, she'll opt for porridge, a healthy breakfast smoothie, lots of chicken and tuna, and lots of wine.
What is your least favorite food to eat?
Teramasalada? Have you had that?
No.
It's disgusting.
Make sure I stay away.
Yeah.
The daughter of actress Goldie Hawn, Kate Hudson became a household name after co-starring in Cameron Crowe's Almost Famous. She's also appeared in a number of other films, including How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Bride Wars, and 9. Hudson has rather remarkable eating habits. She's on something called alkaline diet, which Healthline reveals is a diet based on the idea that replacing acid-forming foods with alkaline foods can improve your health. In January 2016, Hudson told Harper's Bazaar, "I live by a rulebook of eating alkaline. So no meat, no dairy, no gluten. I try to stay away from sugar." Try being the operative word here. She goes on to admit, "I could be at a movie theater and throw down on some popcorn and milk duds, or at an Italian restaurant and I'll have my pasta. So I try not to make it about dieting. I try just to make alkaline my normal and then have fun." Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more mashed videos about your favorite foods are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.